Hello, ideal audience. Hope you're having an awesome day, evening, or whatever time you're watching this video. I'm glad you're here. Glad you clicked on this video. Love it if you hit the subscribe button, and love it if you hit the like button. I know this video is at the very end of the Arabian Nights, and I'm still trying to figure it all out and do good. I'm doing a lot better. And so I was not able to do a video at the beginning. I'm doing a video at the end, kind of recapping on what I did differently this time. If you saw my previous video, I had a hard time. First time I did the culture event, the Arabian culture event. And then the second time did better, but still wasn't happy with the strategy that I took. And now I got I think a good, reasonable strategy to build on, and I want to talk about it and what I did differently. So first time I did this, really ran into the bottleneck of camels, not having enough camels. And second time around, I made sure that I had enough coin, but really didn't maximize bonus with irrigation. And this time around, I really spread things out. I kept everything confined onto this area and didn't work out the best. So now I spread, as you can tell, I really spread things out. I got a lot of space in to move things around, to build irrigation, to move irrigation. And I think that helped me out a lot. So let's go in and take a look at, let me collect some of this stuff on where I'm at. Okay, so I'm at level 25. I predict that I will unlock level 26 by the end of the night. I think it will be down to the wire, but I think I'll get there. And that's the goal for this event. That's where I want to end up, is finishing level 26. I do not think I will hit level 28 and 30. Because the amount of production that you have to do. Now, ranking wise, I feel pretty comfortable where I'm at. For the longest time, I just sat down here in amateur. Then I broke into bronze, and then I've been hanging around bronze and silver. As you can tell, I'm right below silver by 5 crates. I think I could get there maybe by the end of the night. We'll see how I end up at the end of the night. So let's talk about what I did differently. Okay. So before I go into, I just want to remind one area in the research. This area right here, this is the bottleneck area of the research. This is where it costs 800K to unlock the camel upgrade. And these are reasonably, not crazy ridiculous, but this is a definitely bottleneck. And I think there's more than one bottleneck in here. I kind of feel like here is a bottleneck, 400K, and then boom, 1 million, boom. That's what I call a bottleneck, is going from 400K to 1 million. And you have to complete all this research before you get to the banks. And there's no way am I going to finish this research by the end of this event. No way. And I don't think I'll ever finish all the research in this event, ever, unless they change it. And to be honest with you, if you look at my ranking, where I'm just below silver, I think I'm in the same boat as anyone else. I'm probably doing a little bit better than the research. So I don't think there's anyone finishing in all the research unless you're obviously paying and you're in this top 1%. And I don't think there's any wiki magic sauce or anything that you can get there to get there all the research done. All right. I'll get off my soapbox. Now back in here. Okay. First day, I had one coffee brewer. Here, let me get into as I do some production, I'll talk about what I have. So I had one coffee brewer. I had one incense. And we'll go over here. And then when I needed it, I had one teapot. Now, when I got to the stage where I needed a teapot, that's when I went ahead and started focusing on, okay, I need another production of incense and coffee brewing. And worked out really well for a while there. Coffee brewing was way ahead. Teapot was the bottleneck that would hold things up, but I was stacking up so much materials on the incense and coffee brewer. And then eventually I got to the point where I needed another teapot maker. And then eventually you have the carpet, and I'm at one carpet right now. Probably should be, next time I'll try to finish up at 2 carpets, not just one. It's just, in order to get there at 2 carpets, you really need to have a lot of merchant cash. And that's where I think my bottleneck has been with this one. At the very end there, I was doing really good with merchant cash. And during the day, doing a lot of production, things were moving around, going to the bazaar, buying right away. And all of a sudden, I just noticed my merchant cash just disappear over time. And it was kind of slow throughout the day, but all of a sudden, it was gone. And I didn't have enough merchant, so I had to focus on building merchant cash. All right, we're going to talk about irrigation in the houses. So early on, houses was pretty heavy. I was heavy on the houses because I needed the cash, and I didn't want that bottleneck area to hold up. Now, I scaled back and started selling houses as I needed more room for production and merchant. And so that I was definitely on the other side here, and that's when I started selling houses, making room for the production. So also with houses, on the research, I held off unlocking certain areas. I just didn't go cheap, and then expensive. I waited and did the expensive, and then started doing some of the cheaper ones to unlock, because I felt it was key that I had the camel upgrade. Camel upgrade done. I believe it was day 2. I think it was at day 2 some point. I had to have it done. And so I made sure that that got taken care of. All right. Let's talk about irrigation and how important it is in this. Let's take a look here. Let me take a look at some of my better areas. Like, let's go at camel here, this right here. Take a look at it. I mean, basically, what I'm doing here is I'm doubling its production. So, right here, well, not with camels, but camels, you know, look, I'm at 180. So I'm adding 180 extra to their production, which is basically the hour. So it's basically doubling the hour production. So I can get the same amount of camels done in an hour versus what I could do in 2 hours. And so can't stress enough on, well, there's a bonus. Maybe I'm not accurate in this stuff, but anyways, it matters. It definitely does matter. 80 plus 110 definitely matters. Okay. If I look at here in the workshop production, you truly are almost doubling your production. So with the carpets there, so it's one place is doing the same amount of production that 2 carpet places will be doing. If I look here at the brewer, our coffee brew house, again, almost there at a double production. Right there, teapots up there. This is the sweet spot that I like to be in, right in here. And, woo. Come on. Let's get some production going here. No sitting around. No relaxing. No drinking water out of the oasis right now. So why do I have a lot of space? So I move things around. So as I need extra coin, I may, okay, this oasis, I'm going to move it over here and move this one over here and try to get that bonus. I definitely move things around. So I really tried to focus on getting overlaps and really helping. So like here is an overlap area. If we take a look at this area right here, see this? Nice overlap right here, right there, right in the center there. So I'm getting nice overlap there. I got a oasis there, trying to maximize as much bonus as possible. So over here, this is the area that I kind of hurried to because I wanted to get the overlap. And you see that nice overlap here, here, over here. Not quite overlap with this one. I wish this oasis was a little bit further so I could get a three-peat overlap. But then right here, so let's just take a look right here. So let's just take this part right here. And let's just say I want to get a better bonus out of this one right now and do the production. So I stash the oasis away. Move this over here, put it there, and there. Wham! I am getting better production. So right now I'm trying to maximize my merchants a little bit because I want extra cash to buy a bunch of items so I could do a bunch of productions overnight. And so before I set up the overnight productions, this is key. Before I set up the overnight productions, I will do my collection out of my merchant coins. And then I will move things around to make sure I'm maximizing my workshop production. So I will go over here and move the oasis there. And I will do some like movements around here just so, geez, I moved the whole thing. Just so I am set up. So again, that's it. I hope this video helped you out. I'll do another video that will provide more detail and more background and go into, a day-by-day kind of basis detail. But I wanted to kind of give a quick summary of what I did differently this time, what I feel like is working, and I hope this helps you out with your Arabian event doing better next time you play. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe. Definitely more videos coming out.